Next. Hi, welcome to the factory elf job interview. I'm gonna need your name and your address. I'm sorry, but the reindeer job interview is like not here, so thank you. Bye. You're not a reindeer. Sure. Okay. I guess you're just like he because most of our elves are striking, so name please. Rudolph. Your name is Rudolph. Like Rudolph, but with an E. Sure, Rudolph, sure. Okay, let me just alright, Rudolph, and what is your last name, please? Whose? Your last name is whose? Your Rudolph whose? The elf. Rudolph of the elf. Okay, sure, Rudolph. Hooves. I had never heard of a Hooves family of elves around town, but sure, I guess you just moved in here. Alright, so before we start the job interview, I must remind you that you are applying for a elf position, and more precisely, you're applying for a factory elf position. So that would include, making the toys, quality checking the toys, prepping the parcels, and also image, because we have a lot of people coming into our factory, so you're gonna have to be a nice little elf, right? Also concerning the hours, well, you're expected to be here starting from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. with a 30 minutes lunch break. All right? Yes, it's quite intense, but it only happens once a year, so yeah. All right. The wage, well, Rudolph, we do that per passion. We do that for the passion of Christmas, of course. It's $9 an hour, yes. We do that for passion. Remind yourself of that. Okay, Rudolph, do you want something to drink before we get started? Do you want juice, water, tea, coffee, water? Sure. And do you want to eat something, Rudolph? Do you wanna eat something, Rudolph? I've got biscuits, I've got cookies, or I've got that delicious plate of grass from my garden I brought for lunch for me, but I can give you some if you'd like. Do you want some grass, Rudolph? You don't? Alright. What do you want? Biscuits with water? You're not getting any of that, Rudolph. Okay, so now, Rudolph, can I have your address, please? 45 Stable Street. You live at 45 Stable Street. In the North Pole. Yeah. And where exactly is that? Suburbs. Sure, Rudolph, sure. Alright. And how far does that take you to go from your house, Stable Street, to the factory? How long does that take you? Okay. Alright. Now, Rudolph, do you have any experience as a factory elf? Yeah, you can count things like Amazon as well. Any things like that? No? Alright. Now, do you know how to wrap gifts? Do you know how to wrap gifts? Wrap gifts. Okay, you can't. Honestly, I suck at that one too, so I'm not gonna. Sorry about that one. Now, what is your current situation, like work situation? Do you work? Are you unemployed? Do you have a job right now? Who do you work for? Do you work for St. Nicholas? Do you work for St. Nicholas? Have you worked for St. Nicholas? Will you work for St. Nicholas? When will you work for St. Nicholas? No, that one doesn't make sense, sorry. Yeah, no, we don't really like St. Nicholas. No, we're not. Many people think Santa Claus and St. Nicholas are the same persons, but they're not the same persons. So yeah, we don't vibe with that guy. Now, can you tell me a little bit more about your school background? Did you study after high school? Did you study anything? Did you get into a wood degree? Yeah, you know. Yeah. Special degree. Can elaborate on that one, please? You can start from like whenever you want. Just tell me whatever comes up to your little wood head, right? Yeah. Alright, Rudolph. Now I'm gonna need to know if you have any hobbies outside of work. What do you do for fun? What is your hobby? Do you run? Do you run outside? In the meadows? Like do jogging? Do you jog? Jogging. Do you have a problem with bright lights? You know, it's Christmassy, so I can't really see it, but I have bright lights behind me. Do you have a problem with bright lights? Do you have a problem with a fast pace of work? And do you have a problem with authority? Yeah, I'm sure you've already met Santa Claus. I'm sure of that one. You know, he's quite someone. Yeah. Next question. Can you lift heavy loads? Like heavy things. Can you lift heavy things? Like how heavy can you weight things? Do you think? Do you know? Like how much is that? Like could you lift a full grown man? Do you think you could weigh a full, like, pretty big man? Yeah? And do you think you could, like, lift him if you had a little sack filled with, like, boxes? Do you think? Would you need help? Okay. Alright. Now, Rodolphe, since you know you're applying for a elf position, I'm going to need to see your little hands. Yeah. You know, those little tiny little elf hands of yours that do the factory magic. I need to see those like 4 or 5 fingers hands. Yeah. Show it to me, please. Show it to me, please. No? You don't want to? You don't want to? Take off your glove. Take off your glove. I want to see at least one hand, please. You don't want to? Oh well. Why is that? Why is that? Why do you not want to take your glove off? It's part of the process, you know? Oh, it's too cold. It's too cold outside. Well, it's the North Pole, Rudolph. Oh, well, I guess I can't make you do anything. I can't force you. So, now Rudolph, I'm going to need to test your reflection skills, your logic. Is that okay with you? I need to test your logic. Yeah. Yeah. So, we've got some tests here. Let me just get one out for you. Alright, Rudolph, so now I'm going to show you a couple of pictures. And every time I show you a couple of pictures, I'm going to need you to tell me which one of those pictures don't belong here. Alright? So yeah, pretty easy, right? Let's start with an example, right? So here we have letter A teddy bear. Number B, we've got a cow, and number C, we've got a weirdly shaped fidget spinner. So which one doesn't belong here? Which one doesn't belong here? Yes, it was the cow. You would know about that, right? So, it was letter B. But it was an example, so we're gonna continue with the real questions. Now, we've got A, chocolate. We've got B, a fushigi bowl. Like, you know, those magic balls. Number C. It's not a number. Letter C, sorry. We've got a dinosaur figure. And number D, I'm gonna say number D, we've got a princess doll / doll. Which one doesn't belong here, Rudolph? Which one doesn't belong here? It was letter A. It was number A. It was a chocolate, because you can't eat it. Next one, we've got A, we've got a cake. B, we've got chicken. C, we've got a pair of shorts. And D, we've got French fries. So which one doesn't belong here? Think about it, Rudolph. Think about it. Yes, it was number C. Yes. Not last one. A, we've got a brush. B, we've got scissors. C, we've got a scrunchie, you know, like the things you use to tie up your hair, if you have hair. And D, we've got a glass of water. Which one doesn't belong here? Yes, it was a cup of water. And lastly, we've got A, Rubik's Cube. B, we've got a board game. I think this one's Monopoly. C, we've got Legos. And D, we've got a carrot. We've got a carrot. So which one doesn't belong here? Yes, Rudolph, it was a carrot, yeah. Great. I'm going to need you to answer another question as quickly as possible, right? Okay, so Rudolph? Which one of those would you give to a child? To a child. To a child. To a child. Which one of those would you give to yourself? Did you say the carrot? Do you want the carrot? Do you want the carrot all for yourself, Rudolph? I'm pretty sure you said the carrot. Am I wrong? Oh, you said Rubik's Cube and I heard carrot. Sure, Rudolph. This will be recorded onto your job interview. Yeah. Records. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. It's fine, Rudolph. We love carrots. Yeah. Okay, Rudolph, well, you did a okay job at the test. That carrot episode was a bit weird, but sure. You sure you do not want to eat anything? No? Right. So let's continue with the questions, shall we? Alright. Where were we? Yeah. Next questions are to make sure you still have that inner child, because you're making toys, So I need to check if you still have that inner child in you still thriving, So can you describe to me what was your favorite toys when you were a child? I need to see how you describe it. It's more about the description. What was your favorite toy? What games did you like to play? Did you have a comfort plushie? How was it? Do you still have it? That's good. Okay. What color? Yeah. Okay. And also, what is your favorite color? Yeah. What is your favorite color? Yeah. Did you know reindeers could only see blue and green? This is so funny knowing that you just answered blue and green. Yeah, so funny, right? So funny. Yeah. Okay. Now, I need to inform you that if you do get in, for the lunch break, we do provide food. Yeah, we're not monsters, alright? We do provide food. So, what is your diet? Do you have specific things you can or cannot eat? Yeah, recently we've had a lot of elves just eating grass or hay. I heard it's a new thing, a new trendy diet. Do you also consume those things? You don't? Sure. But do you have anything else that you can't, or you do eat only? Alright, so Rudolph, let's say we do give you the job. I'm going to need your measurements. I'm going to need to know how tall you are, because you look really tall. You have a really tall Christmas hat. It's kind of suspicious of what's under it. Are you hiding a rat? Ratatouille. You're not. I know you're not. So yeah, how tall are you? You sure? Because you look taller than I am, and you didn't. You're sure that's your height? Yeah, Okay. And what is your shoe size? Sorry, what is your shoe size? Yeah, I could have guessed that one. What is your hand size? Do you know your hand size? I can measure it for you if you want. Give it to me. No? So no hand? Whatever. Rudolph, you're honestly making this so difficult. Yeah, sometimes I wish I could just the job is just so much. It's just so. I wish I could just go outside and run, far away, run up there in the sky and just. Do you also want to do that sometimes, Rudolph? You don't? You don't want to run away up in the sky? You don't? Sure, Rudolph. Sure. Yeah, well, I do sometimes. Whatever. Alright, Rudolph. I think I'm done with the questions, and I think we both know what is going on. But honestly, I'm not paid enough to care about that. So, welcome to the elf factory. I honestly don't know why you would want to do that to yourself. The elves are striking Rudolph. You should be running in a meadow somewhere. But whatever, you do whatever you want. Welcome to the Santa Claus factory. Yeah, welcome, Rudolph. I will be contacting you very soon to give you your homemade uniform because we obviously don't have your size, but I don't really care about that. And yeah, have fun working and off you go to your stable street. Yeah. Bye, Rudolph. Have fun.